Referee wearing the first of the summer catalogue tonight. It's gone for a nice red number. And it's good to see him in shorts as well. What's happening, guys? And obviously we are back here at the Astrodome. Season well and truly underway now into game week 3. Now the table is starting to shape up a little bit, as you can see in the corner there. We are currently in a second place, level on points. We're behind on goal difference to FC Snoo Zemia, who came very close to getting the title off us in that first season. BFSB, they're down the bottom. They've lost both their games so far, which after going unbeaten all season is quite a surprise. Still haven't seen them play, so I don't know what kind of team they're bringing out. But like I say, it is still early days. They could go on a run again like they did last season, win all of their games, and who knows, they could still retain that title. But yeah, things are starting to get a bit interesting. So far then, with about 20 minutes to kick off, we've got a Chrissy right there. Say hello, Chris. And here's a Steve, an ever reliable Steve. So the defence is starting to take shape. Don't seem to have any goal scorers right now though.
I scored 2 in a season once. Yeah. So there's that.
I feel every single week, Steve, it comes back to me talking to you about your arrogance. Just because Nevs isn't here anymore, you don't need to fill in for him. First 2 games then, not massively comfortable wins, but wins nonetheless. A 3-0 and a 3-2. That second half was definitely a bit squeaky last week. If you haven't seen it, make sure you do go check out the previous video so you're all up to date on how we're getting on this season. But yeah, tonight is definitely our toughest challenge so far. We are playing the Spacemen, a team that I don't feel like their actual ability is represented in their results and their finishes in the league, because they're definitely a very, very handy side. They're very, very physical as well last time, if you remember. There's a bit of handbags going on with Alex Lockwood as well. So we know that they're going to be aggressive and tough, as we like to be as well. So it's definitely going to be a very, very physical game. Completely different to the kind of game we played last week, where we were playing a bunch of kids who are quick, fast, athletic. This team are good footballers. They're all very, very strong. There's a few fast, athletic ones in there as well, it must be said. So we've got a few different things to think about tonight. Look at this. That's the walk of a man who's top goal scorer for the season. So as the boys start to arrive for the game tonight then, we've got a couple of big omissions from the squad. We've got no Kurt B, as we haven't had him all season yet. Obviously his wife is gradually getting more and more pregnant as the weeks go on, which is expected. Well, up until a point, obviously, because then the baby comes out. So, but anyway, we've got no Lockie either, which means we haven't got a top goal scorer from season 1, and we haven't got a top goal scorer from season 2 as well. Fortunately, last season me and Ant did manage to chip in with a few ourselves, and we've got the current season 3 top goal scorer Matt Creasy playing tonight as well. So there are goals, but it does just mean we're going to have to probably play a very, very different style of football. You're back, mate.
It's back.
You've been missing so far in season 3. Are you gonna do bits?
Still recuperating.
Yeah. In peak physical condition for the new season.
Happy tonight.
Yeah, that's form. Yes then guys, let's have a look at the match day squad for this big game. Then we've got a goalkeeper in Enquiries, we've got a right back in Steve Locke, and then we've got a very, very defensive squad, it's got to be said today. We've also got a Creasy, a Chris Wright and a Sam Templeman, and the attacking options, myself, Ansley, and like we just said, the return of Tommy Green. So a lot of big boys in our team today then, so it may not be the prettiest game of football, but it's what we need in a game that we know is definitely going to be physical as we get things underway then in the game against the Spacemen. And maybe a bit of miscommunication there, but the ball being run into trouble and the Spacemen are straight through. And I mean, we're notoriously bad at starting quickly, but that was 6-7 seconds into the game. That's got to be a new PB for us, I reckon. And yeah, we've not started this game particularly well, it must be said, but finally we see the ball in there. I say finally, we're about 30 seconds into this game at this point. But anyway, we're starting to see us more on the front foot in this one, as I managed to clumsy my way through a couple of tackles, try and put it to Ant at the back post, but couldn't quite wrap my foot around it enough, and a good opportunity goes begging as the Spacemen come forward this time, but Grez is on his toes there to come and collect the ball, looking for an option then, and just rolls it out to my feet in the middle. Bit of pressure, but managed to toe poke it away to Ant, scoops it round the corner to me, little touch inside to Ansley, and he slots it in the bottom corner. That is actually a bit of football played between probably the two biggest guys in the squad there. Nice little intricate passing, almost on a telepathic level, and Ansley finishes with the kind of composure that we've come to expect from him over the years. And Ansley again, maybe a little bit of a miss hit there, Sam on the follow up and a good block, but we are now massively on the front foot in this one. And yeah, it's always good to see how quickly you can react to going a goal down. As we see the shot coming in there, Matt Creasy with the block, and now it's a 2-on-1 situation. He goes for the shot, and on his weaker foot there, just finds the outside of the goal. And a throw in there, the keeper comes out and punches, and now the Spacemen can break, but good to see 3 MHFC shirts there getting back quickly, forcing him into the shot, and that's not going to trouble Grez. So Grez rolling the ball out to me then in plenty of space, and looking to have just a nice little casual run through the middle there, nobody closing me down. And to Ansley, it takes a touch, it's not the best first touch, and it allows the defender to get back in there with the block, and a good opportunity goes begging. As we see the ball now with the Spacemen goalkeeper looking into the middle, but it's good pressure up high by the MHFC boys so far. But now the keeper's going to come out and have a little roll with it, which creates a 3-on-2 situation at the back, completely unmarked. Grez goes down quite easily, it has to be said there, and he slots it into the near post. So disappointing there. It's quite difficult to know what to do really when the keeper comes out like that, but all we've got to do is make sure we get the numbers back, and we didn't on that occasion. And now you can see Spacemen very much on the front foot, get the shot away, and a good save there with his foot by Grez. As the Spacemen on the ball again, we just need to soak up this bit of pressure and get our composure back as he looks to play the ball in behind, but Grez is out well, and he's going to try and put a little bit of fire into the team here as we see it take it into the opponent's half now. Goes off camera but skips back inside, has the shot. That's a good strike, it's got to be said as well. Was probably goal bound, but a good block by the Spacemen defender there. The Spacemen now looking to flick it on the back post, but that's just a little bit too heavy, and the referee now will blow the half-time whistle. 2-1 down we are at the break. Now, before we get into the second half then, just a quick word about our sponsors, Young Minds UK. Now, they are a charity that get involved with young people in the community who suffer with mental health issues and disorders, and it's something that we feel very passionately about and something very, very close to our heart. So there are many ways that you can get involved in such a great cause. Our shirts are available to purchase on our website for $34.99, and every shirt that you do purchase, a significant amount of that will go towards Young Minds UK. Now, if you can't afford that or you don't want a shirt, then there are plenty of other ways you can get involved. There'll be a link in the description about other ways that you can get involved with the work they do in the community, as well as other ways to donate your money. Every bit would be much appreciated. Now, let's get back to the action. So the first action of the second half then sees new boy Chrissy Wright into me on the edge, a bit heavy out to Sam, who lays it back to me, and it's good closing down, means I can't get the shot away, but still in possession of the ball. Look to drill it across the box, but a bit too high, needed to be on the floor really to be of any danger to the opposition. And now the Spacemen coming down this right hand side early on, but Chrissy Wright's there as well. He's had a big couple of first minutes in this game, getting a few big tackles in that can release Sam Templeman. Unnatural position for him, but he does well to hold it up into me. They're quite fortunate to just bounce through that tackle, lay it back to Matt Creasy. He looks to get the shot away, but that second touch was just a bit too heavy, and that can turn into a Spaceman counter attack, and fortunately for us that is straight down Grez's neck, who does well to save it. The Spaceman goalkeeper on the ball now, and they find a big pocket of space there. They get the shot away, but that again is a comfortable save for Grez. And now we're looking to play a lot quicker from the goalkeeper in this game as it comes into me. I think it came to me quite fortunately, but hit it well on the half volley, but it's an equally good save by the goalkeeper there. And the ball into the feet of Ansley, now holding it up, laying it off to Matt Creasy, who gets the strike away, and you can see him now visibly frustrated with himself. There's a couple of good shot opportunities he's had, and not too happy where the way this game is going at the minute, but a good tackle in there for Ansley. Nice to see him going into these 50-50s, but he does lose the second 50-50 as the Spacemen can come the other way now, and the ball into here. He's allowed a lot of time by me there, sitting off a little bit, get the block in, and it's deflected into the bottom left hand corner there. Probably my fault for not getting out quick enough to the man, but I did manage to get the block in it, and unfortunately it's just one of those things. It's ended up in the back of our own net. So 3-1 down now, and Tom Green on the pitch looking to try and do something about it. The first thing he does is win a foul, looking to take it quickly, but Spacemen don't want us to do that. He does find the pass into Chris Wright though, tries to slot it in the bottom right hand corner, and the keeper turns it round for a corner kick, and the corner kick is taken, and a lovely little late run there from Ansley puts us back into the game at 3-2. As you can see, he's just hunting at the back post there, makes a lovely little late run, and that is going to be a comfortable finish for a player of his quality. And now we are on the front foot. Chris Wright with the interception, Ansley back on the ball. They get the tackle in, and the second tackle as well, as Tom Green tries to play it. Comes back as a good tackle by him. The referee playing an advantage though, and fortunately Grez was able to make the save out to Tom Green, and this game has really picked up pace now. Into Ansley, looks to slot it across the box, but the keeper makes a comfortable save, and things just getting a little bit tetchy out there now between a few of the boys. as the Spacemen come forward. They'll play it across the box. It's a good strike and unfortunate there to hit the crossbar, and now that turns into a counter-attack for us. And Sleep with the shot, and he hits the post as well. The woodwork at both ends there rattled within a matter of seconds. The Spacemen then playing it into this near side corner in a one-on-one situation with Steve. Steve's just holding him up in the corner there and doing quite nicely until he manages to sneak down the byline. Grez goes to ground. What a block by Chris Wright, but he can't do anything about the follow-up effort. And one man there, from being in a position in the corner, somehow has managed to score, and it's not good enough really. We now find ourselves back to 2 goals down. You see the ball out to me now on this near side, and with efforts like that we're really going to struggle to get back into the game. But a throw on the far side now sees Tom Green on the ball, gets past a couple of men and bounces through the third tackle. The ball now open on the floor with the goalkeeper, and it's all getting a bit scrappy, a bit tetchy out there, a bit handbaggy, a little bit of a wrestle on the floor, and you can see the players there surrounding Tom Green. They're not too happy about something there, and the referee's actually going to pull out a blue card, and that'll be a 2-minute sin bin for Tom Green there. Really not what we need when we're 2 goals behind. But as you look at this angle, you can see the ball's there to be played. The referee, he's just watching this unfold, and I've got to say, I mean, there's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other way. There's hands all over both of them. He holds a leg as he goes off. There's a bit of a push from Tom Green. But when you see things like this, kicking off the ball and stuff like that, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other really. And yeah, I would like to have just seen that being shaken hands and made up, but you can see now with 3 men, we're on the back foot, them hitting the crossbar. But that's all happened really. We managed to ride it out, and Tom Green back on the pitch in his first entry back onto the pitch. He takes a touch, turns and slots it through the goalkeeper's legs there, and now back in the game at 4-3, 1 minute to go.
Right, come on, go. Right, go.
Turn! Finish!
Right, come on.
Lads, when they got a ball, gang up on them.
Steady bit out.
How long left? We've got a spare man. We've got a spare man. These guys stepping up. Hold on.
Go on, Chris, go, go, go. Go on, go on. Yes, come on.
Keep your head on it. Keep your head.
And the referee brings a ridiculous game of 5-a-side to an end. And there were 3 blue cards in that game, 10 goals, 4 of those goals in the last minute and 7 seconds. We were 2 down with only 30 left. Let's just listen to the replays again. You can hear how much it meant to the boys there to get a point in a game we looked dead and buried in. As we have a look at the other results as well, it could be a big point. The Bohemians, Snuzemia and Ajax all winning their games. So as we have a look at the table, that keeps us in 2nd spot for now. Considering we could have come out of that game with nothing, absolutely delighted with the point. But Snuzemia still the team to beat, a point ahead on 6 points so far out of their 3 games. As we have a look at the assists, it's Matt Creasy who still surprisingly leads the way on 3 goals. And as we go to the assists, it's myself who leads my way on 3 of my own.
Oh. You know what? I don't even know.
Sammy T.
Hi. Sorry about that.
Steph. Yeah.
Sorry about that.